So this is the first time that I've ever seen you swim. Um, I just wanted to get a feel for the things that will make the biggest difference in your swimming. And really, I think the first thing is that you're crossing over your center line on the entry, which is kind of starting your whole stroke off with a body position that is not straight in the water. You also tend to cross over a little bit underneath your body, especially with your left arm. Um, and then the next thing I notice is that you tend to have a very deep arm on the right side. You can see how deep it comes in the water. And then on the left side, you tend to slip that elbow really close to your body in a position that isn't very powerful. Um, so those are the first things that I'm seeing with your stroke. You do have a very good comfort level, which makes me think you'll be able to fix these. Here's just from a different angle. You can see that left arm really tucked in next to your side and not giving you any power. The other thing you notice here is how the bubbles are coming up off the top of your hand. That means you're pushing down. And ideally, you want all motion pushing you forward. Here again, you can see how you're crossing over the center line on the entry with both hands, which is really just starting your whole stroke off with your body following, so you tend to get a little crooked in the water. Ideally, I'd like to see you really straight as a bullet and holding yourself tight with your core. There you get off to a good start with the left hand, but then you bring that elbow back in towards the body. I'd like to see the elbow stay out, and that's really initiated from your shoulder. Just looking at your kick isn't super strong. I think you can kick a little bit harder and more from the hip, so you're using your entire leg like you're kicking a soccer ball, just to help give your body a little bit of lift. Overall, your body position was pretty good, but I think you could definitely improve your kick, which would help your body position long term. Here you can see just how deep you're pulling in the water, especially with that right arm. You're almost pushing straight down on every stroke versus pulling back or grabbing the water and pulling yourself past your hand. When you have those bubbles, it means you're grabbing air. So here from overhead, we can see how your body is not staying straight. There's crossing over. It's basically making your body almost in a C position versus really staying long and tall. So what I suggest is opening the angle of your arm entry from your elbow. You can see if you just straighten out your elbow, it would be almost at shoulder width on the entry, and that's really what we're looking for. In order to help you feel that, I had you use the kickboard for some drills, which really helped you because this allowed you to stay long and tall and keep that leading arm extension while you're breathing. And the leading arm is the arm that's out in front of you. And so here you can see that you hold that because you're forced to, because you're holding on to the kickboard. So you're going to see a lot of those drills in the workouts that I give you because that's going to make the biggest difference. We have to start at the beginning, and the beginning is getting you to hold that leading arm extension so that you can come into the bent arm catch. Here you can see you're bending your arm a lot more, which is perfect. It's exactly what we're looking for. Here was just at the end where you're trying to put it together, but it was a little bit too much. And you can see how with that right arm you were too wide and deep. So just little things to work on, but I have no doubt that you'll make great strides when you start doing the workouts.